Yo, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to talk about Rui Is My Starter over Christian Wood, Vando, Jackson Hayes, any other option that you could possibly think of, and it's really quite simple. Rui is the better overall player than all of those guys. Rui has great offense for the role that he's been asked to play, to go along with good defense, good rebounding, great heart, good IQ, and tangibles. He also presents the best balance for this roster, considering that last year we had to put him in the starting lineup because Vando was a non-factor on offense, and I don't really expect that to change outside of him attempting a little bit more threes. And not only that, even if that wasn't the case, Christian Wood is not a defender at all, really. So what are you supposed to do with somebody like that you need to play but can't really defend? You put your best defenders around. You put Jerry Vanderbilt around him, Torian Prince around him, Gabe Vincent. That's the best thing to do for a guy that's all offense and lacks on defense. You put good defenders around him and allow him to be your main scoring force off of the bench. And that's more the reason why Rui should start, because if you put Rui on the bench, offensively, you will be asking him to do the same thing that you're asking Christian Wood to do, and I don't feel like that would mix. Like, you probably put them together sometimes, but like to get like the best out of your rotation, you put Christian Wood and Vando together and put Rui with AD. Then sometimes you stagger their minutes and put Wood with AD, or Wood, AD, Rui, or Vando, Christian Wood, or Vando, LeBron, Christian Wood. It's a lot of different lineups you can throw out. Torian Prince, Christian Wood, Vando. It's a lot of different things that you could do. But if starting Rui with that core four is our best option if you want balance of scoring and defense and electrifying off the bench at the same time. It's a good problem to have that was so deep, but it's not rocket science. Everybody should have known that who's been favored this whole time. When I say balance, D-Lo can shoot, Reeves can shoot, but he don't shoot a high volume. But LeBron and AD really ain't been shooting that good from the perimeter at all in the last few years. So the best thing you should do is to put somebody that can space the floor next to them, and that eliminates Vando off the top for me. Vando is a good weapon to have, but he can't space the floor as of right now. I know he's been working on the jumper, but until he can prove that, you got to start Rui. Wood can space the floor, but he can't defend as good as Rui can on the perimeter. But he's a good off-ball defender, but you'll be better off putting Vando and Christian Wood in the same lineup off the bench together with Torian Prince. Putting together a bench unit of Wood, Vando, Prince, and Gabe Vincent, and either Christian or Reddish to give you at least 3 defenders to go along with that one offensive player that's not that great of a defender, which creates balance for the whole rotation. Of course, you're going to mix and match all the lineups, but that should be the starting lineup and the bench lineup. Rui Hachimura played the best out of the fours that we had last year, not named LeBron and AD, in the playoffs. Vando couldn't even stay on the floor because the lack of spacing. Like, we love Vando. I love him just like y'all do. But that's just the case. If he ain't knocking down the shot and the other players ain't knocking down the shot, it's kind of handicapping us on offense. It allows the other team to put their worst defender or their superstar on Vando because they have nothing to worry about. With Rui, you have to worry about Rui on all 3 levels. You have to worry about him backdoor cutting, shooting threes, mid-range, creating his own shot, giving extra efforts. And he did a solid job on Jokic. Yes, he didn't stop Jokic, but who can? Because I personally feel like to beat Denver is not to stop Jokic. It's to stop the others and make it harder on Jokic by actually making him play defense. And the way to make him play defense is to have people out there that are all threats from the perimeter or a threat to score, period. So he won't have anybody that they could just throw him on so he could relax. So that's why I want Rui to be our starter, because he brings us balance. And I think he's going to take a big jump. And Wood and Vando will be a good pairing off the bench, so it makes more sense balance-wise. But that's my pick for the starter. Y'all let me know who y'all think should start and why. Do you agree or disagree? But until next time, I'm out.